It would be nice if there was a way to get out of here so I could sell this shit real quick. And
Excuse me, Dark Samson or Samsonite or
can you
Samsung?
just 1 minute?
One sec.
I'll be right back. You've been
I
waiting for
gotta-
all of history to do this.
I've got a
Just
call.
1 more minute, okay?
I'm gonna just take a call. It's my agent. You know, do the business.
What I think is funny about this
poop.
game. What I think is funny about this game is that we're gonna beat it, but after that, our relationship with it is over, so to speak.
Our relationship with stuff, or
our relationship as players of the game is over, but with the implication being that we create the future for the world.
right?
Mm-hmm.
We've unstuck them.
This also reminds
cycle.
me of something that James Howell said about video games, which is that a lot of video games have almost inherently conservative narratives, or at least a subtextual one key contextual subtextual conservative, not contextual subvertative.
A subtextual conservative
idea,
narrative,
which is that we're returning to a past glory, because the idea typically is that things are doing okay, and then something shows up, and you have to get rid of it
to put things back to normal.
Right.
Exercise the evil from the world.
And then when you get into the idea of sequels and iterations, the idea that sort of thing keeps coming back up in different forms, which of course is really prevalent in games like, say, Castlevania.
Right. You have to exorcise the evil from the world to return the world back to its former glory, which is what a Trump supporter would think they are doing right now, is that they're trying to exorcise the evil of
But in
liberality.
This game, we have a world in complete stasis that is repeated minor It's almost like we're playing the I Am Setsuna, which is the conclusion to a large franchise of repeated iterative stories.
Oh my god, what if that's the meta-narrative?
That would be interesting.
That I Am Setsuna is relating oppositely to every other JRPG.
Especially Final Fantasy X.
Where they are trapped in it. They're saying that JRPGs themselves are trapped in a cycle.
An iterative cycle.
That they can only continue to fail.
Bingo.
Oh, jeez.
That's some good stuff. I'm gonna send this to Critical Distance the moment this episode comes out. Good stuff. This is why you have me here.
I Am Setsuna might be
really good.
The exact game that we need right now.
Mm-hmm.
That the exact game that JRPGs need right now. You told me earlier this morning that you kind of think of this as the Fox Searchlight indie studio.
It's
Square Enix produced it, right?
It's a large studio funding something that uses the aesthetics and ideas of small indie work, and basically it's using a large studio's money to competently fund an independent filmmaker's idea.
Right.
And also coming along with that, the Fox Searchlight aesthetic is pretty, like Napoleon Dynamite, I think Little Miss Sunshine. I mean, we have very indie game twee kind of aesthetics going on here, which I've had both positive and negative reactions to. Like the idea that we have just a solo piano soundtrack, it's really lovely, but the idea that you would think it is a good idea is something that you would probably come up with if you hang out in Portland a lot.
Right. It has that hipster feel to it,
right?
Where it's like, oh, we're too fancy for...
And the subtextual implications we're getting from this game here seem like that, but they also seem a lot more intelligently considered than, like, say, some random fucking RPG Maker game you could download.
Basically, within the context of JRPGs, of all of JRPGs, we've talked about this is not an epic game. And that's how it's very different from the outset of a lot of other JRPGs, whether it's the Tales series, Disgaea, whether it's Final Fantasy series, or anything in between or outside of that circle, they're all epics. And this is very toned down. This is very muted in a lot of ways. Look at, even this is the final dungeon, and our background is like some like wispy web kind of like.
And the final dungeon itself was based in reused assets from earlier in the game.
Right. Yep. We're still on a little square grid with a big circle in the middle. But it's a soft light. They literally have, like, in lighting, you have diffusers that diffuse your light. The background's just a diffuser. It's diffused light coming through.
With a bloom in the background.
Yeah. That's not bold. That's not high fantasy. That is not Final Fantasy.
Bingo.
That's this chill RPG, and if that's what, and this is, I'm just coming around to saying that this is what we need in JRPGs, is if they want to revitalize the genre, which is why they would produce I Am Setsuna, to start like varying these different things, they would need to step outside of the bounds of how JRPGs are usually manufactured
Right.
and created. As much as the big, huge JRPGs may be good, and we have a lot of love for them,
Absolutely.
there's a lot of room for an I Am Setsuna, and we're seeing it right now in what we have kind of used that Howellian idea to say is it's a liberal RPG. I don't know what that's obviously kind of a catchy, kitschy word for it, but like it's not that
he called it a
conservative
conservative idea. I'm not sure if I necessarily agree with it, but there is that subtext to not just JRPGs but video games in general.
Yes, this
and
is
that
a
actually
game.
It's one of Metal Gear's big things as well.
This is one of the few. I don't think I have played an RPG where you're trying to start the world again from a stasis point.
Right.
Does Chrono Trigger do that? I know you jump around in time a whole lot.
Start the world again from a stasis point?
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
actually,
yeah.
what you're trying to do is prevent the end. You're in the
Right.
past, essentially.
That's right.
And you're trying to prevent a
Stop
bad
an
future.
apocalypse.
Bingo.
Return things to the normal. Cool. I'm really into this. Also, look who showed up while we were proselytizing. It's Reaper. Welcome in his alley. Get him in. Get him in. Get him in.
Oh, I'm willing to forgive him. He's cool.
Give Endir a boy to hang out with.
See, there's no way they're not going to let us have an easy out of the dungeon here because he's supposed to have like a character-ending side quest as well. I guarantee.
Even Julian's like, hey, if he's chill, like, I'd love to have him. He's pretty awesome. If he's not chill, I love kicking his ass. So either way.
All right.
Fights!
All right, Fido.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a portrait.
That's Ender's new boyfriend. Thank heavens. I'm just like, oh, this is so stressful living my life every day.
This is literally
in a soap opera.
A new character right before the end of the game. I mean, as many nice things as we have to say about the game, it's like, hey, new character. You got 30 minutes left to play. Enjoy. It's
like, guy. Welcome to the 7th party member of the team. We did literally have room for one more in the UI.
That is true. Fuck.
In the pause menu, if you look on the right, there's one little slot underneath that I was like, I wonder. No, Time Judge, what's your name? Eustace, the main character from Courage the Cowardly Dog.
It's not the main character.
He's the main character.
You sure?
Oh yeah. I've watched that movie.
Here's the question.
Television show once of times.
You see, what's funny about that is that her dying has also incredibly increased the stakes because if we beat her but lose to this fucker, history's over.
Right. There's no turning back.
But
There's
then
no
again,
undo
she
button.
did just talk about taking a huge gamble on resurrecting Fido here.
Fido.
I'm going with Fido.
Fight on. Yeah, I mean, beat her, so I guess if we use the same strategy against this last guy, we'll be fine, because that's what the Time Lord said, right? She's like, alright, yeah, your strategy's good. What can Fidus do? Oh, is this our, like...
I guarantee you this is a teleport right back to the beginning. Which I'm gonna do just to...
Save?
Get some ethers. Oh, okay, well, yeah, it's
yeah,
right
back to the town.
I'm literally just gonna... As a matter of fact, I didn't even recommend doing a cut here, because we're just gonna go to a town and buy some ethers and shit.
But dude, I don't want to cut, man. I want to go to that town. And I want to see how much we sell everything for.
That's true. We're about to hit some serious
To the
ads.
northeast. I want to see what's around. I don't think we've even gotten to see, like, what kind of stuff
town.
you can do.
So we have, just do a little flyover country here. This is the second town. We came here. We boated in from the east.
Oh.
No, we didn't.
What's this place then?
What is this?
So, like, here, can you, like, drive in a straight line, please?
Well, I have no idea what that is.
It's just one forest.
Well, I'm not going there.
No, you don't want to go to the one random... Come on, at least walk in. Come on.
Do you want to just walk in?
Just walk in, just slowly, calmly insert yourself into that forest. You walk into the forest, they clothesline you, you die. That was bad.
I've got bars of the fish's clothesline. Oh my god. As God is my witness, this team of 7 is broken in half.
Team of 7. God. What is this?
I don't know, but we can't momentum boost it.
I'd say go for it.
I say we have 3 hours left.
Okay. Okay, you're right. You're right.
We just go sell shit, buy some ethers, and be done with it, okay?
I'll let you do your job. I'll let you do what you're destined to do.
Just because I'm leaving doesn't mean the Let's Play is over. You can come back and do all the post-game content just by yourself.
That's
Remember?
tempting. I'd
Don't
need a
forget.
little incentive from a little, you know, little something, something. If people want to see that, like, yeah, just let me know. 'Cause it sounds
I
tempting.
think this is the first point in the Let's Play where where you shall be tempted to say to like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment.
You've been waiting the whole Let's Play because
I really haven't. It's
the best
that seemed
line.
opportune.
Like, comment, and subscribe. If you want more of this awesome Setsuna game video thing.
Game video.
Yeah, game video. That's the
What a novel concept.
that's the chaotic evil version of video game.
Right.
Like, you have video game, you have 2 words video game, you have videos, vidgam is the chaotic good version.
Vid games for hipsters.
Vidgam?
Yeah.
Ah, it's chaotic good. Oh, here we go. You gonna sell that time staff true? What can we use it in? Dark matter.
Weird.
Cool. Holy crap, you're gonna look at all the magic stuff that you have access to now? Like, I see Yggdrasil going on.
You mean Yggdrasil?
Yggdrasil.
I'm sorry, you spent time in Iceland. I didn't.
Hellfire. Snatch. I think there's a life 3 that just walked by. Don't call me out on that, though. We can cast our own Meteor Thrust. Holy smokes. This is gonna be awesome.
Millennial Meltwater. That's what they call me. That millennial meltwater, Austin, see how?
That's what old people call global warming. Or frog squash. Eat all your frog squash, Eterna.
Yeah, okay,
Megan.
cool. Megan. Cast concentration on all allies in the Woo!
MP is recovered automatically.
Done.
Alright. Let's get her done. Finish the fight. The final line of this game. Like, curtains close, everyone takes their bow, we're standing upon the corpse of whatever the final boss is with like their skull bleeding in our hand. And I am Setsuna just grabs the mic and says, I am Setsuna, I'm out, and just drops the mic. And then credits roll.
It appears to be a low-resolution JPEG.
I'm peering into the distance, and all I see is, nothing. Nothing over there. Alright, Eterna. Let's go! We have stalled for enough time. Hell yes.
Funky.
Right, we still have to come to terms with the main conceit, the meta conceit. What's the relationship between humans and monsters? I want to get some closure on that.
I want to get some closure on that. I want to see what the game has to say first.
Yep. Or maybe they won't close that story. Maybe they'll just leave it wide on open. Ooh.
What is this?
Ooh. What's... Whoa. No natural matter can exist in this space.
I see.
Does power come from the rocks?
It's actually pretty close to Xenogears' last fight, if it's going where I think it's going. I'll explain that in a second.
We want to try to... This is the D&D party's, like, Can we weaken the boss before we fight the final boss? Endir has nothing more to say. You just thank you. You said thank you to the whole party. Endir is just nice. Not sarcastic. Genuine thank you, everyone. Then like the
I think it's giving us like options about which things to do, like which big fucked up rocks to attack. Because here's the thing, I think what it wants us to do is like fight these rocks.
Ah. Boop. Oh, and the bosses. Let's think this over a second. Let's think this over.
Well, I want to see which ones, like, because that looks like a turtle that's resistant to physical damage, which would be good because we got lots of magic. No,
oh,
fuck, I
nope,
see.
it triggered
Can't
again.
go past it.
All of our old bosses are going to be here. That's what I'm hoping.
That doesn't look like an old boss.
Yeah, we fought that one. That was the first boss.
It was?
Yep. That was the first big kid boss that we ever fought.
Oh god, does that mean the fucking Terraria tiger is here? What the fuck? Oh no.
They'll meet Supernova is what they're going to meet.
It's true. Unless we just die.
Yep. That's the bird from Kier's village. Fight it!
Well, let's go in order. Let's just do linear order of the game. We'll go right to left. Also, Japanese, right to left.
Yeah, that works. I'm down with that. We fight the one in the middle?
Huh? This is
Can you examine the bust? No, you were dead on with the Xenogears reference.
Yeah, it's no. What
Which
you do
helps
is
that thing in the middle looks
you know
like a
how
giant-
the Xenogears final boss fight works, right? Like where you fight bits of it at a time, and then like you go to the center, and you can choose to go to the center first, but it's harder.
Right.
But I think you can't heal between them or something. I forget. It's weird.